What's up YouTube, I'm Mike. Today I'm going to shoot a quick update video to let you know how this current cycle is going. It's been plagued with estrogen problems since I made the mistake of thinking that I could drop my my testosterone dose down to 200 milligrams per week, and really that is just when everything went sideways for me. So over the course of a week or so now, I have been tinkering with trying to get everything back into the sweet spot. So what I did was I put my test dose back to 500 milligrams of Test E per week, and I immediately added to that 3 milligrams of Arimidex per week. So I'm taking 1 milligram of Arimidex every other day at 500 milligrams of Test E. I'm taking about 200 to 300 milligrams of Masteron a week. I committed myself to doing 200, but I really don't think it's going to be enough because, as I was saying in my previous video, I think my estrogen runs a little high. I know, right? Like, if I take 500 milligrams of Test E per week with only 3 milligrams of Arimidex, I am still, I feel confident that I'm still in the high normal range at that dose. So I'm probably going to just run the Masteron at 300 milligrams a week of Masteron. And then I've got my Tren. I actually bumped my Tren dose up. I thought I was at 350, but I'm at more like 320 a week, 340 a week right now on the Tren. So there's a bit of dosage creep going on here, and I suspect that that's going to continue, honestly, throughout the cycle. So to give you an idea, last night I tipped the scale at 208.6 pounds, maybe. It's a little over 208. So that's down from a high of 213.2. I am substantially less wet all over my frame. So now that I'm knocking my estrogen back, my estrogen, I think, is very, very near the sweet spot. And I know this because of the excessive sexual activity that's been going on in this house. So morning wood is exactly where I want it to be. Erections are right where I want them to be. Basically, that has become my barometer for being able to tell where I'm at with my estrogen levels. So I would still say my estrogen is probably a touch high, but definitely down in the serviceable range, because it's causing me zero problems in the bedroom, which is all I really care about. As long as I don't have nausea, vomiting, and problems in the bedroom, and a lot of, extracellular water, then I'm comfortable with my estrogen being slightly, above middle of the range that I usually keep it at when I'm just cruising. So I am back on the MK. I decided that in my body there seemed to be some definitive. I don't like this chair right here. There seemed to be some definitive. Sorry, it's making me mental looking at that. There seem to be some definitive withdrawal type symptoms. I know that sounds totally insane. I agree. I can't find anything in the literature, anything in user experiences that would equate for why I would have experienced withdrawal on MK677. It makes no sense. All I know is that when I stopped the MK, I felt like absolute dog shit for 2 days, and then I started the MK back up and I felt better again. So at 10 milligrams of MK677 at night, I still am getting a bit of lethargy. Earlier in the day, I may drop it to 5. We'll just see. I don't feel like 10 is really enough to give me the voracious appetite that I was getting at 20, and 5 didn't really seem to be much different either. I may end up dropping it, but for now I'm running it because I may have to taper off of it. So I still have that in the mix. I still got Caber in the mix at least 0.75 milligrams per week. I've actually been tinkering with moving that dose up a little bit because I thought possibly my prolactin could be a touch high based on some circumstances, but I'm actually waiting to dial in my estrogen to find out for sure whether I need to go up on the Caber. So that's where I'm sitting right now. I had arms and chest so far this week. I put up a video, like a little pose down video, showing what my body's looking like, and that was a couple of days ago. I was at a little over 206 in that video. Got a lot of positive feedback. It was kind of funny in that pose down video. There was a guy that jumped in there, and I think he kind of sarcastically asked, like, "Oh, hey, bro, you look really good. What kind of steroids are you using?" And I just hit him with the fucking full list of every single fucking gory detail of everything that I'm taking. Like, I think he thought he was going to score points on me. He's like, dude, I don't give a shit. I know I'm on steroids. My whole channel is about steroids. You're not going to, like, fucking score on me by pointing out that, oh, obviously, you know, you didn't build that physique naturally. So I've been seeing a lot of new subscribers coming over from doing shorts content. So I'm going to try to mix some more of that into the mix. I've got a video that I'm working on right now that has been requested by a couple of different users over the past 6 months or so. People have been asking me to make a video about how I got into sales. I am currently making that video. In the process of making that video, I realized that I am, in the making of this video, throwing the company that I used to work for, Sunbelt Material Handling, massively under the bus. Like, this video is really, it's a really bad look for them. And so I haven't decided whether to publish it or not, because I think that if I publish this video, I might get sued, or I might be into another, well, they can't sue me. I'm just telling the truth. I think it could really negatively affect their business in a major way, because, I mean, the stuff I talk about in this video that was going on at that company is, just stay tuned. So if you see a video pop up titled Sunbelt Material Handling, and you're probably gonna be like, why would I watch this video? You might want to take a look, because that video is me detailing in grave detail exactly what it was like working at this, you know, working in professional sales for 20 years at this material handling company. And it goes into grave detail and talking about all of the borderline fraud and criminal things that were taking place in that industry and at that company. And really just kind of, it kind of inadvertently became like a whistleblower video, which I was not trying, honestly, to produce. I just started producing a video like I always do, just sit here in front of the camera and tell the truth. And man, upon listening back to it, the truth sounds really fucking ugly for those guys. So, I haven't decided whether I'm going to publish that yet. Like I said, I was trying to go back to work for them. They don't seem to have anything for me right now. And if I publish this video, they're damn sure not going to have anything good for me after that. So that's the next big thing in my life. I am depleting the money that I set aside to play with. And so we're either going to have to commit to go back to traveling for another short period of time, or I've got to get to work. So if anybody needs coaching, I'm still doing coaching at $50 per month for limited access. We'll go over your programs, your diets, your protocols, any source information you need, basically anything you need, just one-on-one video chat, whatever's comfortable for you, video chat, text message, whatever you want to do. I'm still helping out quite a few guys like that. And then obviously my wife and I are really we're really trying to get comfortable with the OnlyFans content. So I appreciate everybody who's been supporting that so far. I know it's very amateur. It's not, like, we're amateurs. It's not, we don't know what the fuck we're doing, and we're just trying to get comfortable with this bizarre thing that we've decided to do. Just because, fuck it, man. You only get to live once. So I'm feeling infinitely better. Basically, every part of my anatomy is working great. My lifts are going up in the gym. I feel like my body is recomping right now. It was very wet and sluggish looking when I was on that rapid upswing, and things are starting to move around, and I feel like getting the right places. My biceps have grown a little bit. My pecs and shoulders, you can see in those videos, look really dense and full. So I'm really feeling my workouts, and I'm really feeling the sex life of my wife, which tells me that everything is going good in that regard. She's been on Primo now for some period of time. I need to get her off her ass and get her to make a video and talk about that, because I think it's definitely helping us in the bedroom, and her body is looking banging. So she's seeing some strength gains, some performance enhancement in the gym. She's on a very small amount. She's only taking 24 milligrams of Primo per week, and so far she's had very little virilization. I've been shocked. She's had a little bit of acne. She's had no voice changes as I can tell, but I definitely think we're getting some downstairs growth. I was working on her the other night, and I was shocked. I think that we may be growing a little micro penis. I'm not sure. We'll have to see how it goes. But she seems to be liking the effects of that, and so we're gonna keep rolling that for a little while. So this is sort of just a status update. I'm feeling great at a little over 300 milligrams of Tren. The Masteron's still in the system. I think that what was really missing from the cycle was I never should have dropped my test. Like I was saying in my previous video about psychological effects of steroids, I don't think I'll ever go below 500 milligrams of test ever again for the rest of my life until I'm dead. A lot of guys say like a gram is the sweet spot, and maybe one day I'll try that. I suspect that in the very near future, we may be seeing a new compound show up in the arsenal, and that compound is going to either be DECA or EQ, or I might jump out the fucking window and do both. So stay tuned, because there's still a lot of experimentation left to take place on this channel. I had decided that I was never going to fuck with EQ, and then I said, fuck it. I'm sick and tired of everybody asking me about it, so I'm just going to fucking do it, see what it's like, report on my experiences, and at a bare minimum, I'll never have to answer that fucking question again, because I will have done it and probably crashed my estrogen and fucked everything up again. But that's what I do. So thinking about doing another live video soon. I haven't done that in a while. And those have been a lot of fun. So if you've got questions, or topics for discussion, get those ready. Stay tuned to see me go live. I have no idea when that will be. Could be tonight after dinner. Could be never. I'm also thinking about, Sarah doesn't know this yet, I've also been thinking about doing a little live content on the OnlyFans page. So we'll see how that goes. For those of you who are joining for free, we appreciate that. That number is really growing. Obviously, there's I'm gonna keep putting out free content. She's captioning it and playing it, having some little fun, expressing herself in a little bit different way. Again, I've been trying to get her to make some videos for the fan sites, just talking to the subscribers so they can see her in a different light than she is on camera here. I think that's part of the reason that she's not making videos on my channel right now. It's because it's now, I think, become awkward for her to sit and talk to a YouTube audience where an ever-increasing number of those people are now looking at her in a much more revealing light. But she's a big girl. I think she'll be able to handle it. So that's what's going on. we're going to call it 325 milligrams of Tren, 300 milligrams of Masteron, 500 milligrams of Test, 10 milligrams of MK677, 3 milligrams of Arimidex, 0.75 milligrams of cabergoline, 5 milligrams of Cialis per day. I take 1 Nexium per day. I take 1 Ambien per day. I take 1 Zopiclone per day. I am currently not using any GH. What else is in the mix? Telmisartan at 160 milligrams per day for my blood pressure. And I think that about gets it. I haven't decided yet whether I'm going to work on this. And Xanax. I'm at 0.5 milligrams of Xanax. Thank you, dear. I haven't decided whether I'm going to finish up this takedown of my previous company yet. So that video will almost certainly be going up, but stay tuned for that. And then I might go live later on. We'll just have to see how it goes. So there you have it. As always, thank you for watching. We'll see you on the next one.